Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on youtube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hey, buddy.
Blabs.
I want sunshine, I want flowers, and I need it now.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the number one gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on youtube.com. Let's fuck shit up today. It's going to be a good day. Hey, everybody, I'm Stuttering Greg. Man, I'm stoked to be hanging out with you guys today. Let's freaking go. Hey, also stoked to be hanging out with the king himself, Travis Keys. Hello, Travis.
Morning, guys. I'm feeling like shit, but I'm here and happy.
I'm ready to go. Ready to go. I love that. You know what I also love about our intro? Let me tell you what. Vlad's little face after she says, I love sunshine, I love coffee, whatever it is. Whatever it is she said, and she just goes at the very end. I don't know. I just love that. Hey, Blabs, how are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to be here. I missed you guys yesterday, so let's go.
Yeah, well, Kara was here yesterday, and Kara actually, I don't even know if Kara put this on Twitter or not. They need to find out. Kara has some really big news that I'm going to leave it up to her to share with. Let's see. I want to check her Twitter real quick because let me just check. Let me check. No, she is not. Okay, but so just keep an eye on Carolyn's Twitter. She has some big news that'll be coming up here in the next few days. So she divulged some very exciting news. Very, very exciting news. So good to see you, G2s. Welcome on out. Adam will be joining us in just a few minutes. He's having I don't know, Sweden problems or something. Who knows? But we're gonna have a great show today. Really excited because we are going to be talking. I can't even believe I'm saying it. We're going to be talking about Good Burger 2 in Hollywood, just screwing everything up. We are going to be talking about the possibility of me coming out of retirement again.
What?
The longevity of video games, as well as we're going to get into a little bit of Star Wars as well. So, but I do want to remind you guys, if you guys are watching over on YouTube, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button, and of course, comment in the comment section, because that's good if you're watching after the show is done. We have a lot of people say they enjoy watching the show after it's done. I think that's great, which is why we make it available on Spotify and iHeartRadio for the audio listeners. So once again, on Spotify, hit the 5-star or thumbs up or whatever the hell rating system they have over there, because that's greatly appreciated. And of course, you can head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers and join the 225 patrons over there who are taking their support to the next level. Greatly appreciate that, guys. That is outstanding. Adam, look at this. Adam coming in says, listen, look at Adam. Adam, I remember when Adam was starting college, and here he is graduating from college in 7 weeks. Let's freaking go, Adam. Way to go, buddy. Love that. That is awesome stuff. Congratulations to you. And welcome on in, but I can't wait till you can watch our show every single day. It's great. Also, want to remind you that this week and this week only, it's actually very important that you know this, because only available this week is the Beat Your Demons t-shirt available on the store. So far, it's been our most popular shirt, which is amazing. So go ahead and over there and pick it up. The link is down in the description. It is only available this week only. Beat Your Demons, which is pretty awesome. I do want to point out, though, I got the purple brimmed cap. Does this not just look like straight sex? This is awesome.
Like the purple, yeah.
I mean, this is awesome. Doesn't that look good? What, Blabs?
Sorry, I just can't take you seriously when you look into the camera like straight sex.
Straight sex. Let me do one
Beautiful.
more. Straight sex.
You know that's gonna be clipped now. It's gonna be like somebody's text code or something.
As long as the logo's in frame. There you go. Adam says, I would watch every day, but I might get my master's degree after college. Let's go, Adam. Let's go. Crowns in the chat. That's awesome. Good stuff. And Granite Cold picked up the Beat Your Demons red t-shirt. Let's go, Granite Cold. Love that. Hey, you're going to look sexy in that. Six. All right. Look, we're going to have a good show today. Like I said, Adam will be popping in just a few minutes. But Blabs, how's everybody doing? You doing good?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. Trav, you doing great?
Doing all right.
You know, we were going to talk about Amanda Bynes today, but I decided after yesterday's dog conversation to kind of lighten things up a little bit and not go so heavy. But man, what a crazy situation that is. That's just absolutely nuts. And I wish I had this whole thing about I was going to find like the Hollywood kids who've just gone down a dark path, because obviously Amanda Bynes was like, I loved Amanda Bynes. I freaking loved her. And here she is, like, you know, insane. She got like face tattoo, heart face tattoo.
Yeah, she's got a tattoo. She's got a bull ring. Like, I'm sorry, bull rings. Just tie yourself to a fence post. Honestly, I feel bad for her, man, because she had everything, right? And then she cracked. It's sad.
And she lasted a lot longer than most of the child stars. I remember her doing interviews saying, "Yeah, I'm not into partying. I don't go out. You know, I've been invited out by Paris Hilton. I don't go." And then 3 years later,
let me just say this:
it's sad.
I think once, and I am. I'm gonna over stereotype. I'm gonna overgeneralize. I am gonna do this. Absolutely. I think once you go to the face tattoo, haven't you just given up?
Yep.
Like the face tattoo is kind of like a sign on your face being like, I'm done. I'm good.
depends on what face tattoo, I think. But
Like, well, what about a heart on your cheek?
yeah.
Well, it's not a small one, like almost like a birthmark. It's like an inch big on her face. Like, it's pretty huge.
Too much.
You look as somebody who has birthmarks on their face, like I get it, right? I understand, but at the same time, it's like, come on, I don't know. Travis, tell me more about this theory you have of like the tattoo on your face is not to give up.
I don't know. I don't want to say what I was thinking. I've seen some guys with some face tattoos that I think are pretty hot. So
Travis over here licking his lips, being like,
Gotta get me some of that face tat.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's get the old no regrets on the forehead, just right up.
Yeah.
Oof, I love it.
No regrets.
Nice. Yeah. Oh man, what a great great movie that was. Was it We're the Millers? Was that what that was?
Yeah, We're the Millers. And it's funny because I saw that on my senior trip to like Washington, D.C. Ah, man.
From
I
Guam?
love how
That's amazing.
yeah, right? It was the longest drive ever, but it happened anyway. And like the teachers actually put it on for us. So I was like, these are base teachers. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, talk about the word based for a second. Like some people think the word based is now bad. Like,
and like the word woke is bad too now.
Oh, what a freaking idiots we live in. Like it's crazy. We live in say no world. It's nuts.
I find it fascinating that it came from crack. That's where the originated from. But
crack or crag?
Crack.
It's Crag,
Okay.
Styling Crag.
Okay.
Hashtag Styling Crag.
I saw on Twitter there are some G2s talking about the adventures of Crag and Chatham, which sounds like either
Sounds like a cartoon.
either a law firm or an amazing 80s sitcom.
Yeah, great 90s cartoon.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. Yellow Flash, good to see you, buddy. How are you? Welcome on in. We'll have Yellow Flash soon on the show, which is very, very exciting. But listen, we got to fill out, since Adam's not with us yet. Someone's going to need to fill Adam's role. I'm going to call Blabs on this. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard News.
Yes, Blabs. You get it forever now.
I can't do that. Okay, you don't have the soundboard.
Hey, you did it great.
I love it. Hey, a quick update before we get into the news. Some people were asking about Lucy the dog. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Lucy the dog. Lucy the dog is doing wonderful, by the way. She's hanging out with us, and
Good.
So she's doing okay. She's a little depressed. Her mama's not here still, but Lucy the dog from yesterday is doing okay. And
I love the name Lucy.
Yeah. Did they give her? I would imagine they would have just gave her something to calm her down. Like a muscle relaxer or something of that nature.
Yeah. She had a little bit of that, and she's still not eating a whole lot. But I've been doing the daddy thing of like putting the syringe in her mouth and making sure she gets all the water and stuff, because
I know how it is. When my dog first came, I had to hand feed his ass, and trust me, you don't want dog food in your fucking hands.
Say,
gross.
You over your hand feeding his ass. That's a totally different thing, man. That's crazy. Don't want dog food there either. Only on the way out. Hey, look at this. Geeks and Gamers coming in with a raid of 34 over on Twitch. Let's stink and go. Hey, if if you guys haven't checked out Jeremy and Ryan's Geeks and Gamers Daily, their morning show that they're doing over there. It comes on an hour before Side Scrollers, and they're nice enough to kind of send the Geeks and Gamers Hail crew on over here, which is amazing. So if you guys are coming in from there, make sure you guys say hi in the chat. It would great to meet you guys, and hopefully you guys make this transition with us every single day. We're here to hang out with you guys. So yeah, it's great to see you. All right, let's get into this. I'll tell you, we were going to start with Star Wars, but let's start with Star Wars. Did you guys see the trailer for the Star Wars Jedi Survivor?
I did.
Game? What did you think?
Well, here's the thing. I played the first one, and I didn't really get into the first one. I literally took like a 6-month break. I just did not like it, and then I finally went back and finished it. And the best part of it was Order 66, but that's because of the member berries and the music and everything. So I didn't really enjoy the game all that much. I thought the combat was a bit clunky with all the the mashup and the combos and everything, and it was okay. So like this one, I'm like, okay, maybe it's good, but I probably won't be getting it until it goes on sale. But I wasn't really all that impressed with it. I feel like they've kind of done Marin really dirty. So she's like this hot chick, right? And now look at her. She kind of looks like a dude. Like she wore like a really like kind of like sexy outfit in the first game, and now she's very covered up. It's very much like the Hollywood style. And I'm like, but she does seem to be around a lot.
That's her.
And yeah, Marin. So she's like, a Night Sister.
Like you can't have a bad person be a Sith be sexy. Like to me, that makes sense, right?
Oh, but she's not a bad person at all. She's good.
Oh, I thought she was a Sith. Okay.
No, she's a Night Sister. She's good. She's not even a Jedi or anything.
So she's the same as Ventress, correct? She came from that clan. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But she's not. Yeah, look how they butchered my girl. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, she kind of doesn't look very like feminine, really, in my opinion, anymore. And they kind of have this like little bit where they were like, "Oh, these two like each other," and then all of a sudden he's like, "I'm a Jedi." No, and I was like, "Okay, never mind. Then we were gonna ship them, but I guess not." And I don't know how this is gonna play out. I hated the other woman too, the one with the freaking fish eyes. And now she's bald in this game too, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Why is she bald now?"
It's the same character as the last one.
Yeah, you know the other chick who was with what's his face's name, Gree, whatever, the little short dude. I don't really remember her name. I hated her. She was obnoxious, annoying. She was like, I turned myself off from the Force. Like, huh? What are you talking about? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be a great game. Maybe it's not. I might play it. I might not. I haven't really decided yet.
Right.
It is what it is.
I have a question for you. You know, we saw who was it in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 who was kind of
Nebula with the no boobs.
Right.
The outing board.
So we're seeing this in this trailer in particular, you see this idea of, like I would say I've seen many girls wear this type of outfit, right? And then is this the girl you're talking about in the trailer?
Yeah, Marin.
Right? All right, so Marin, she, I've seen a lot of girls wear this type of outfit, right? But we've seen this idea of a character like femininity. It's kind of like when you make a strong female character. Why is the first step the idea
making
that
her butch?
You want them to look like a guy? I don't think that's. I think that's sending the opposite message. I think that you can have strong female characters that are confident in their bodies, don't feel the need to wear too much clothes, that embrace their curves, embrace their style. And I think when it comes to strong female and strong anything, I think the best thing to do is it starts with confidence. Confidence,
100%.
And I don't know. It's really. I don't know. I think that's a really sorry way to look at things.
Yeah, I really think like back in the day when they were making Alien and Halloween, we had strong, sexy female characters. We had Sigourney Weaver. We had what's her name in Halloween and stuff. And what happened to them? That's the question. You know what I mean? Where'd they go?
I don't even think you need to have sexy, right? We had strong characers. I never saw Sigourney Weaver as sexy in Aliens at all. But I know what you're saying.
Some people did.
Yeah, it's true.
If you look up Marin from the first game, she's a lot prettier than what we see in this trailer.
Okay.
Well, and that's my the thing that bothers me, especially if you're going to ruin the character. Like if your character is established as this person with this sex appeal, that's how she dresses, and then afterwards you change that for the next game. Why change it? That's who she was. She was established as that.
Yeah,
Right.
like she had somewhat long hair. She had her hair in like a bun. I sent it in the private chat. You can open that up. There
That
she
her right
is.
there?
That's what
Yep.
she looks like.
Hmm.
Like it's pretty feminine. Like if you, she's like at one point holding Cal's hand for one reason. Now she's kind of looking like a boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with femininity. I think whether it's masculinity or femininity, I think a lot of it just comes with confidence. That's really where it all starts and stops. It doesn't really matter what you're wearing, um, but I think that if you're confident in your body, like at a certain point, you just got to own who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I just you see this transition that's happening to where, um, where you see these characters that, like I said, I don't think in this situation, in this she looks that bad, but
No, like she looks okay, but she definitely feels like she like isn't as feminine anymore.
right. So I didn't play the first game, so I can't really judge on that. But it is.
Maybe they're gonna prove me wrong in this game. She does seem to be around a lot more. So maybe I think somebody said she's gonna be like a side companion almost, and she's gonna be there for a lot of it. Which who knows? Maybe she is. Maybe you'll even play as her. I don't know.
Yeah, Adam says it looks like a Destiny 2 character. Yeah, and it's funny because we don't have Adam with us, but I hear that. I kind of got the look of a Destiny 2 character for sure. All right, well, I guess we'll keep an eye on. This game comes out in April, and I did not know this thing existed until you sent the trailer over. So, I guess poll in the chat: are you guys interested in Star Wars Jedi Survivor? The one thing that I actually wanted to talk about with this trailer in particular actually had nothing to do with femininity. It actually had everything to do with the gameplay itself. As I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, if this was not a Star Wars game, would anybody care? Right? Let's just say you release this exact same game, and it was called Space Battle. I don't
Space
know,
balls.
right? Space fight or something along those lines, right? And instead of a lightsaber, they fought with swords, and instead of blasters, they had guns. I don't know, whatever. But it was like, would anybody really like legitimately care about this if it was just a generic space fight, or is it strictly built around the Star Wars universe?
I don't know. And it kind of has like certain IPs mushed together, kind of a little bit like Assassin's Creed style. I've noticed. Now I've never really played Assassin's Creed all that much, but I used to just jump off like the buildings into hay wagons and stuff like that. But it kind of has that vibe to it, like the way he moves and he can jump and run. I don't know.
Extra Zero says, I love the first game. It's quite literally the last Star Wars anything I care about right now. Wow, that's well. I'm curious, Extra Zero. Do you have any interest in this? Because there's this like little fight scene here where it looks like they're beating the hell out of like some generic. I'm gonna just kind of play this real quick. So I don't want to get flagged for copyright, which is why I'm not playing any footage. I'm just gonna run this real quick, but you can see like they look like they're doing a really good number on this guy, and he seems like just like a regular lackey. My first thought was like, damn, like that's just a regular ass Goomba in the game, but like just seems wildly unnecessary. But go tag team back again over here. Trailers. So
I like that she's using her Night Sister abilities. That was such cool looking. Yeah.
She does do that in the first one, but she's not in as much. So.
Yeah, as somebody who, like I said, I've seen each Star Wars movie one time.
Yes, and you like The Last Jedi. I remember that in our interview, and I was just like, Craig.
I guess I don't remember which one that is. Is that the one with the white sand?
Yeah, it's with the red sand and the salt and everything. And you're like, oh, that was cool. And I'm like, no.
No, it's not. It's not cool. It's not.
No. Take it back.
Listen, I will take your word over my word because I don't really care about Star Wars. Star Wars just it's this thing to me. And we're going to get into a larger conversation a little bit later about IPs that have been pushed to the ground.
Decimated.
Decimated, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Adam says, looks kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Maybe it's just me.
See, I'm just very mad on it. And you know what? For like Star Wars fans' sakes, I hope it's great because honestly, they've just been put through the ringer with everything Disney's come up with. But it is a Disney game, after all. It is. But I hope it's great. You know what? I'd like it for be amazing. I personally want a Star Wars Battlefront 3. I would play the shit out of that because I love Battlefront 2. Love it.
Right.
Love it. So I would love a 3, but it'll never happen because EA sucks.
Well,
Yay.
as host says, the studio did Titanfall. Well, that's kind of a check mark. Then a lot of people really like Titanfall. It just didn't perform as well as Apex did, which leads us perfectly into our next story. Because check this out. Apex Legends, look at this. This is ridiculous. They expect Apex Legends to stick around for 10 to 15 years or more.
That's crazy.
Have we ever
I don't
seen
see it ever happening.
Dude, I don't know, man.
The only game I can think of that's last that long was Warcraft 2 and like Diablo 2. That's about it.
Think about it. They released all these new characters. You're going to pick from 50 characters? How are you going to make everybody balanced out? How are you going to have, after a while, you're going to have all the graphics updated. There's only so much you can do from, the ground up. Eventually, you're going to have to scrap it and start all over again just so it's fresh graphics and everything. How are you going to do that for 15 years?
Let me give you one wonderful example of why this will work. And you say, well, there's going to be 50 characters in the game, and it's like, I understand that, but I think you need to see. I think, to put this in perspective, the best thing I could do, and this is not exactly a balanced game, but it is really, really fun. The character select screen for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in particular, or Street Fighter 5, right? How do you do this? Well, I don't know. You just kind of happens. But I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I understand your idea, because I think right now there's probably 20 characters in the game right now.
Yeah.
But the balance of the characters, it's not so much about the characters. I think it's more about the guns, because the characters themselves in Apex are less important to the gunplay in Apex, and they're always balancing the guns. The characters have their own meta attached to it, but it's really interesting to think about. And as pointed out in the chat by Extra Zero, he's talking about Counter-Strike.
Apparently I was wrong. World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Team Fortress 2. They're all listed.
Say that list one more time.
Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft, Team Fortress 2. Let's see what else. Titanfall.
Well, Titanfall, let's
no,
just so. But
that was a different comic.
But I'll tell you this.
GTA.
Yeah, that's true. But if Apex,
are those VRs though?
No, they're not. And I think that's a really good point. Is if you're able to do that, those are icons in the video game industry. Like you're talking about Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft. These are iconic titles, iconic franchises that I don't know if Apex is there just yet. It may be there from it's made $2 billion this game.
It's a fun game. I'll give them credit. I love the fact that you don't have Jenny jump fall. Love that.
So much.
You can just jump from 1,000 feet and be A-okay.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think about when I first started playing PUBG. You fall after you die after falling 20 feet. It's like, what?
Yeah, like Call of Duty or something. Call of Duty has just gone through the shitter lately. I can barely play that game, so I just play Apex now.
Good. Well, we'll need to have Apex Day, because anytime
I haven't played in 2 weeks though, so I'm gonna have to try again.
Every time I try to play Apex on the channel, it was rejected to half court. Literally nobody would show up. I'd have Travis in the chat, and that was it. It was great.
I know, Travis, that's pretty sad.
It's true. And Travis would be like, "It's okay, Craig.
I'm here."
All right, but this is interesting. It says, we believe in Apex as a franchise that's going to be around for 10, 15, or more years, and we're excited to make that happen. In order to do that, we just can't put everything up front, burn ourselves out, and not be ready to do that in the long haul. So they're hedging their bets, and they're keeping their cards close to the vest. It's just if they're able to pull this off and do this for 15 years, man, that's pretty awesome. It's specifically one game, just Apex Legends, not Apex Legends 2. Apex Legends. That's it.
So yeah, they bring in more modes. I think that'd be really good. They took away Arena. I freaking loved Arena. That's how you learn how to play the characters, because you can just instantly die off in VR, right? Arenas, you can go. So I really hope they bring that mode back in. Maybe some other stuff, and maybe it can happen. But
Yeah,
If you take away modes, I don't think it's gonna stick around that long.
if they can do that and make that much money, good on them.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Dogsplain says Warframe and GW2. What's GW2? Have been on for 10 years. Debunked. Also was the Blabs DSP Dead Space 2 clip that got yeeted real.
Okay,
I
so
don't.
I kind of know about that. I got a notification like saying I was tagged in some video, and then when I went and looked at it, it was like removed off of YouTube because like it was like YouTube said hate. It was like a hate video or something like that. I'm like, okay, and I have absolutely no idea. But like some of my Twitter notifications are full of it. I don't know what's going on. So hello, social media, help.
It was them making, when he got the bison hat on, that look you gave, they were making a play on that, basically. Is what it was.
Yeah, okay.
The Dan Man says, old man talking about Apex, a young person's game. I don't think you know much about Apex, Greg. Dan Man, I'm going to put this out right now. I think I am the best 41-year-old Apex player in the United States. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. That plays recreationally. I don't do the competitive side of things, but I'm pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Chancho came in as a member for 5 months. Thank you so much. This is the last game. He's talking about Star Wars. The last game is the only good Star Wars product made since Disney takeover. Star Wars used to be my media comfort food, and it makes me sad I don't love it. Sorry,
GW2 was Gears of War 2, by the way. I agree. Sadly, I grew up watching Star Wars, and like them, it and Star Trek, I would literally, when I was sad, that's what I would watch. When I was home, that's what I would watch. It's like, and now it's very sad that they're ruined.
Yeah. Adam says, y'all want to talk about going through the ringer? Look at Halo. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like that franchise was almost dead. I mean, you think about it, that was at the absolute, pardon the pun, but the apex of the video game industry. And now it's just kind of thought of as this game, at least that's the way I kind of see it. It's just like, oh, Halo was cool this one time, but it's not quite there anymore. J Rome also came in with 500 bits. Thank you so much for those bits over on Twitch. Greatly appreciate that. It says, so Survivor takes place 5 years after Fallen Order. As for her change in looks, I can see why why she looked changed. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's 5 years difference. That makes sense, J Rome, for sure. And G1 Shiny King, thanks so much for picking up your Beat Your Demon shirt. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Adam also says, still waiting for our next Apex game, Craig. Yes, for sure. We'll definitely need to get, like I said, we'll have some sort of Apex community nights, or maybe we'll do it for patrons only or something like that.
I kind of want to see you and Adam play Call of Duty with me. I think that'd be really funny.
I would need to download it first and foremost.
That's fine. Warzone is free, so everyone can download it.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at shooting things in games. Yes. Pretty okay. Not bad.
Pew pew.
Yeah, Gibby says 343 killed Halo. It's been interesting, man. It's been interesting to kind of see the life span of Halo for sure.
It's crazy how things change after a new company buys the people who made it.
Yes, yeah. It's like when people, well, as somebody who's been through that before, right? Who's had their company bought, and then all of a sudden you have people who want to get their hands in it. And they think they know what's better for you than for your brand or your audience, or in this case, your game. Okay, good luck.
Not like I built it and made it big,
Right. So like, good luck. Well, we're gonna put rocket fuel on it, man. It's gonna be great. It's like, cool. But then just give me money to do that, and I'll just do the things that I've always wanted to do instead of you trying to tell me what to do. No. It'd be more.
Maybe give me your suggestions. How about that?
It's ridiculous. Adam says, remember that clan you made on Apex? I'm still a member of that clan. Good, me too.
You made a clan?
I did, yeah. I have a clan on Apex Legends, which it's called the Legends Club, which anybody can hop in. Just search for Legends Club over on Apex, so you can find me. My PSN name is We Don't Take Breaks. So if you guys want to add me, or if you guys ever see me playing online, which I think I play in offline mode anyways, but if you ever see me online.
So if you ever see me when you don't see me, be sure to join.
Yes. Hey, speaking of joining, here he is, the best gamer in the room, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Krigler.
What's up, guys? Sorry about that.
Uh-oh.
But I'm here.
I think your mic's, you're going through a different mic.
You're in a cave.
Yeah.
Echo?
Yeah, you're going through,
Okay.
it sounds like you're going through like an external mic a little bit, but
Oh, I had the wrong. I got it. Does that sound good now?
sound great now, buddy.
Does that sound
great.
normal? Okay,
Sound,
good.
sound wonderful. Man, so what's going on?
Not much. I'm chilling.
Good.
Some stuff I had to take care of. I was running a little late, so my bad.
How's the
No
weather
worries.
in Finland?
It's cold. Actually, I don't know. I've never actually been to Finland. Labs. How about Guam?
Way to
how's
play
the weather in
into
Guam?
it, Adam.
How's it go? I don't know, man. I don't know what it feels like in this environment over here. Last time I was here, it was freaking, down low. So I'm coming back in kind of blind here. All
What do
right.
you mean down low? What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
It
Anyway.
was a sad episode. Let's say that.
Oh yes,
I know.
yesterday I heard.
I was letting you know, Adam, that Lucy's okay. Just giving you a heads up. She's okay. She's hanging out at her,
I'm good.
house. Okay. I'm just letting you know she's fine. She's fine.
I don't need to know.
Okay.
Wow.
Way to care, buddy. Way to care.
Yeah.
Oopus says Halo Infinite had a chance to be great,
Jesus.
but then they waited too long to release updates. Right. It's funny. Thank you so much, Oopus. Appreciate that super chat. What's funny about that? We were talking about Adam. You're coming into the tail end of a conversation where we're talking about Apex Legends. Says they want to stick around for 10 to 15 years.
Cool.
And kind of the games as a service.
That's
type
fine.
thing.
You don't have to fill me in.
Well, no, it's just
What's the
I think
matter with you?
I know.
Oh, are you serious? I'm spicy and
Why are you so
contrarian.
sassy? What is wrong?
And that's like literally what I do here. What are you
Someone took their
talking about?
spice
Yeah,
pills
I'm loving
today.
it.
Why are you surprised, Blabs? I'm throwing out sarcasm as thick as I can do, and like that's my normal thing. I'm sarcastic. Well, you can't handle it, Blabs?
I can handle it.
Seems like
I'm
you
just
can't.
defending Crag over there.
Well, he can't
Just
defend
what-
himself.
Man,
He
I'll
needs
tell
a
you
girl to
what.
stand up for him. It's kind of sad.
Are you talking to me? I can't defend myself.
No, I didn't say that out loud. Did I? Did I say that
You
out
I
loud?
can't defend myself. Are you kidding me?
Shit.
Man.
I meant it.
You know what the best thing about doing that is I can just do this and then he's gone.
there you go.
It's great. It's easy to do. No,
Hey,
listen,
I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. All right.
Okay. All right, Adam. Sounds good. All right. Adam comes in like a fucking saw blade. Just
Ah! Get out of my way.
golly, ridiculous. All right, you guys want to go to the news story and why I may be coming back, maybe
Yes, do
unretiring?
tell.
Oh, real quick. Adam says, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's right.
Let me cook.
All right. I don't know if you guys saw this news today. I guarantee you didn't because only one person on this show cares about this. But it is
God.
official. I know there's some old school
Basketball
G1s
shit.
and now G2s. It's coming back. SlamBall is set to return.
I knew
back
it was
to
going to be
buying.
basketball.
No, it's not basketball. It's SlamBall.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you explained
SlamBall.
SlamBall to me. When did you do that in Orlando or during the interview? Either way, I was like, huh?
Okay, so
Certainly looks like basketball to me.
So it's basketball trampolines, right? And it's full contact basketball. So I did this 20 years ago. Actually, like 20 years ago this month, I was out and I was like out playing this sport. I was a young man.
Your pre-dom years, right?
Predominant years? No, I was dominant then.
No,
I'll tell you
no.
that.
Dom. Dusty old moth.
Yes. This is a young ass man. I was a yam. So at this point, so I played SlamBall, and it's kind of followed me around, and it's probably followed me around more than SlamBall's followed SlamBall around. But they're bringing it back. They're rebooting it, and they're going to do a 6-week season in Las Vegas. And I thought this would be really, really fun to be a color commentator on, because I may be the only person that is qualified to be a color commentator on SlamBall as somebody who actually played the sport and then ultimately talked for the next 17 years about it.
Are you going to play it?
I'm 41 years old, Blabs. I'm not going to play SlamBall.
What?
AKA, he's
Just
an
get a
old
knee
man now.
knee replacement or something. It'd be great.
I'm a dom. I'm a
Greg,
dusty old moth.
I'm glad you finally found your calling. That's good.
God, that'd be awesome. I would love. So this is, as of
The
today,
Olympics.
I'm starting my campaign. I'm starting my campaign today to become the next color commentator or play-by-play guy. I don't know.
What
I'm
about
not gonna-
coach?
I don't know, man. I don't want to deal with the egos, because let me tell you this right now. And I know that sounds silly.
You deal with them. Come on.
Good
Wait,
point.
what the
Good
fuck?
point.
What are you talking about?
Good point.
I don't need this shit.
See that's what it is right there. I don't need this shit. You can do this without me. Yeah, I don't want to deal with egos and shit. I'd rather just come in and do my job and then get out the door. But if they demand the aggro crag, I will give them the aggro crag, and I will be the SlamBall color commentator. I'm starting my campaign now to be a part of SlamBall for a week because I guarantee they record over the course of a week, and then I can just get in and get out.
Do we know who's doing it? Like who's
playing?
It up? No, who's setting it up? Like who's
same
owns
dude
it or whatever? Same guy.
Yeah, same
Wow.
guy. They do have some investors, which was interesting. Including this is kind of interesting to see their investors list. Gary V. You know Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk. This guy. He's like,
yeah, we go way back.
Adam, do you know Gary V?
Zero clue at all.
Really?
Nothing.
He's huge on YouTube. Huge on YouTube. He's big on investment stuff. Blake Griffin, who is a former slam dunk champ, he plays for the Boston Celtics, former like LA Clipper. He was a part of Dunk City. So these are all like, pretty prominent names to be attached to it. Anyways, they raised $11 million of funding, so good for them. And we'll see kind of what happens. But I don't honestly, for me, I'm intrigued that it's coming back, but I think they're doing it the wrong way. It's going to be like a TV show again, which I think is the wrong way to do it. So it's going to be like
I want this sport to live, damn it.
It's not that I want it to live, but I don't think you need to treat it. You don't. No. But I do think that if you're going to launch something and you're going to say it's going to be different, then don't do it the exact same fucking ways you did the first time. So,
I actually think it would be better if they just left it as a live Vegas thing, because it's almost like a Vegas event thing.
Maybe that's what they're setting up for. Maybe house shows.
If the slap, what is that slap show? Dana White made that slap contest where people are just slapping each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
that's the butt one or like the actual face one?
The face.
No, the face one.
Yeah.
It's like an actual, like they've made refs and they have rules and they're trying to make it a thing. It's like, if that could, I don't know if it could be successful. I guess that's a perception thing. Like some people might think it's successful. The views are pretty good. So maybe, I don't know. But if that can work, if they can make that happen, I'm sure SlamBall will be I don't know. Yeah. Wait, what is the butt one?
It's actually like a thing on the internet where you just see people like competing and they just like stand next to each other and they're like going into it and they're like bam, and like whoever actually like buckles or whatever loses. It's a real thing.
That was a game.
Kind of the corners
my buddies
of the
used
internet
to play with each other. It was kind of gay though.
Yeah. Where are you looking on the internet?
I don't look. I see it like in my timeline on Twitter.
I mean, I've never seen that shit, and I'm online all day, every day.
Got it.
Like, that's my life.
Craig found it.
Craig. Wow.
All you need to do is search butt slap.
Because he was looking for it.
Whap!
See, look at that.
They got the big old red asses with their ass cheeks hanging out. I like that this
is serious?
Yeah.
This is called SWAT. This guy's name is SWAT. This is wonderful. Check this out. This is Romanian girls butt slap.
We've been slapping each other. What else can you get for life?
No. Whap! Oh man, let's go.
I love that their sponsor was Game World.
It turns out Blabs is like a former champion.
They play this in Guam.
Yeah, man. I'm the
oh my
one,
gosh, what is going
slapper.
on? This is like the supreme edit of slaps here.
Look at her ass is so red. Oh my gosh, that's gotta hurt.
This is overtly sexual. Let's be honest.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, they got their thongs on, they got their ass hanging out. She's there it is.
Okay.
The booty. Then they get right into it. Oh man, look at her ass is bruised up. What is the goal here?
They're wearing high heels too. Wow.
They're gonna have to ice their butts later because that's gonna leave some.
To make money and not have to do OnlyFans.
To make money.
Gosh.
This is live OnlyFans. What are you talking about? On stage.
True. You're right.
What's the difference?
Wait. How did she win? Her ass was crazy red. Why did this girl win?
She kissed first.
Hers was the
ass first. She probably kissed that big guy's ass too.
Maybe I think it's like whoever like buckles or moves or whatever it is the loser, and then whoever just stands there and takes it is like the winner, I guess.
Blabs, I have a
It's so
job for you.
bad.
You would know the rules, Blabs, former champ.
Blabs, I need
Number
you.
one
Former butt slap champ.
Listen, Blabs, I'm dead serious about this. Tomorrow, before tomorrow's show, I need you to go find the rules for SWAT, the Romanian girls butt slap competition.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I'm Romanian. All right, here we go.
I want you to find the official.
She only knows the Guamese rules. All right.
My bad.
Yeah, I
butt
only know the rules from Guam. They're totally different,
Hey, Rob on Wheels, thanks so much for becoming a member and supporting this great content. That's awesome. And Adam also came in and says, I expect this to die after like a year or two, to be honest. You're talking about SlamBall, not the Romanian girls butt slap competition.
I feel like that one would probably win more.
Last forever, for sure.
Listen, like I said, you're right. There's definitely a kink to that. The idea of somebody showing up and the fact that they like turn around and they got their asses hanging out to the crowd. And this like freaking jabroni over here with his backwards hat and his long cut off sleeve shirts looking like he's freaking 1997.
I love
the
the fact
say, dude, stuck in the 90s, dude, wishing he was still as cool as he probably was in high school.
Right.
On the
I
football
love
team.
the fact that it's required to wear high heels. You notice that?
Is it a requirement, or are they just
They're
doing
all
it to
doing
make
it.
Well, it could. I mean, makes the butt perkier. You're
True,
probably just
true.
trying
Adam
to
would
get
know.
bonus points for
Apparently, Adam
Mr.
wears high heels in his
stuck
free
in the
time. Like,
90s.
look at my butt.
That's
What?
awesome.
Wait, what was that?
I said
How do you
would
know? How do you know about me wearing high heels on my free time? I don't publicize that.
That's a wonderful Photoshop image for somebody. Go get it, guys. Go have some fun.
All I can think of is the Single Ladies music video, and it's just Adam over Beyonce. Just
And that's my
dancing
theme
heels.
song for when I'm wearing the high heels. Blabs is spying on me, dude.
Oh
not
my
cool.
god.
It's fine.
Look, all I'm doing is I'm trying to work my ass off to be able to join the butt slap competition in 2024. That's my
Trying
goal.
to get his assets
All right.
in order.
Yes.
If somebody can take that face swap app and put Adam's face on Beyonce, that'd be amazing.
Okay, that's just weird. No, that's weird. You have a fetish if you're doing that. No, don't do that.
Please tweet that at me, please.
We don't want to be attacked by
At
the.
Curlers, we shall retweet.
We don't want to be attacked by the Beyonce people. They're crazy.
Oh, they're evil.
Are they?
Yeah, they're crazy.
They're up there with the Madonna fans, I think.
Oh, that's awesome. Hate Army came in and says, I'm the guy who made the Dead Space 2 clip. It's a classic DSP moment. He said, hello, Jew, and started shooting. Much love to the Side Scrollers podcast. All right, Hate Army, thank you very much. Appreciate that. You're talking about the clip from Blabs. So that's why, Blabs, you had nothing to do with it being removed. It was all...
I have no
So,
idea.
yeah.
I didn't say anything in the video. I was just kind of going, that's it. Apparently. I don't even know what this video is.
We'll get on that tomorrow because we're gonna make a meme out of you yet, Blabs. I promise. Adam says, you know how chess boxing exists? We need chess butt slap fights.
All right, look that up. Chess boxing. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what that is?
What is that?
What the hell is chess boxing?
Oh my gosh, we're gonna go down the best rabbit hole. All right, this is legitimately a thing.
Is it the best rabbit hole?
Thank you, Travis. Thank you. All right, I'm not the only one. My goodness.
Yeah.
So this is okay. It looks like this is a you guys know Ludwig, right?
Excuse me.
The name sounds familiar.
So the idea here, Ludwig is a content producer. He's a streamer. I have a funny story about Ludwig. I'll get into that another time. Let's see if I can find a clip of this.
Yeah, I believe he's the guy who holds the record for the most subs, or something like that.
Used to.
Oh.
So here it is, right here. You got them actually playing chess, right? And then in between chess moves, they get up and then they literally fight each other.
What?
This is a real thing. Chess into boxing.
So
Like this is the most idiocracy thing ever.
No, that's weird. So they're not mixed. It's just they do both.
Yeah,
because
it's like
they're
just
getting their
separate.
heads rocked and then they're trying to play chess, which is a mental game.
Yeah.
All right. This is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Adam over here was thinking he's gonna pick up like a knight or something and bash someone.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow. Don't
Like a night
project.
piece.
Don't
Bam.
project on me, Blabs. All right.
That would have for sure been more entertaining.
Right? Like, my bishop will hit your queen. Wham!
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Hey,
you know what? I'm not surprised because you drown your NPCs in your games. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Blake Barrett came in and says, "Butt slap your demons." Butt slap. Once again, the new Beat Your Demon shirt available right now over on the store. Go check it out. It's right there waiting for you. Go pick it up. All right. Look, man, I can't even believe it. So, anyways, yes, SlamBall's coming back. There's
Anyway,
more.
so yeah, SlamBall's coming back. He's hyped.
There
You know,
go.
I'd like to see you color commentate with Steve Inman. I think that would be a great combination.
Who's Steve Inman?
Oh my gosh. You don't know Steve Inman?
I mean, I will in just
Go
a
to his
second.
go to his Twitter page and just pop a video up. Let's
right.
just watch one of his videos. If you guys don't know who Steve Inman, shout out to Steve. He's fucking awesome and hilarious. And he color commentates animal videos and videos you probably like, Craig. We've watched a couple and you've laughed at them. So I'm sure. Are you watching one or are you gonna actually bring one up?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up over here. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wrong one. Here we go.
What's that? That's a
Oh,
dope
sorry.
shirt.
It's pretty
What
good
is that?
stuff. Yeah. Whoop. There we
Is
go.
that a
All right.
Beat Your Demon shirt? Man,
It
that's
sure
great.
is.
J Marks asked who designed the shirt. That was you, right, Craig?
That was me. Yeah.
Craig designed it.
All right. Nasmar, thank you so much for the 100 bits. It's hashtag Gronk Blabs. Thanks.
Hi,
And,
Nasma, how you doing?
That was
and-
her butt slap, name that she used.
Nah, my name's Gronkat.
I like it. And Glasgow Charlie also became a brand new Prime member over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. That is awesome. And Adam says, "I'm sorry, but what is not entertaining about watching two smart people play chess and then absolutely beat the daylights out of each other?"
What makes you think they're smart just because they're able to box and play chess?
Yeah, chess does not make you smart.
That's jumping to a conclusion that, I don't like to assume things.
And
right?
I've played chess against crackheads before. You think they were smart?
That's a good point. Good point. Okay, here we go. Here's Steve Inman. I think I know who this guy is.
Same old story, drunken guy in a bar, too much White Claw running through his veins, quite possibly smoked a little too much crack, and my God, now cracking the window as he throws his balls out the window. Probably big mistake as he tries to come in with
that
this
guy with the
stupid
stick.
sucker punch and a big stick to the dickhead as he takes a bow for his performance, and this guy comes out of nowhere and sucker punches him. A little bit of honor here as he
Damn.
stopped the oh my God, he did stop the fight. He was like, dude.
That last hit was a bit too far.
The last one when he was obviously knocked out. It's like,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, we've seen a dramatic increase of post-knockout punches and kicks to the head in the last few years.
It's like,
Yeah,
that's
bullshit.
cool. I don't like it.
It's a cheap shot.
Even
It's
if-
cowardly.
Yeah,
Already
even
out. Leave him alone.
even if somebody's being a complete dickhead and they start to fight, if you go up and kick them in the head when they're down, I'm gonna come after you. Sorry for it, but I am.
You're not wrong. Let's watch this one more time here.
This guy's gonna be me. Drunken master thought he had balls.
I like how stoic this guy is over here, just hanging
He's
out.
like,
He's got
wow, that guy's doing some things.
Yeah, and then
Wild.
after he hits him and takes him down, he points the stick like, "No, stay back, man. Watch."
By throwing balls at the glass, but he really displayed how much of a wuss he really is.
at this point. He's like preparing for combat. Here we are.
Yeah. Slowly bringing it up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tries to come
he's
in,
my favorite guy of the year. This guy, yeah.
Punches this patron. Patron's like, just calm down, man. We're just trying to have a good time. And right on cue, he takes a stick to the dome, involuntary bow to the crowd for his efforts. This guy comes in, tries to sucker punch him. At first, it appears he's like, ah.
Oh, look at that. But this guy,
I love
that
the
guy,
Windows error. Bang.
yeah. So this guy comes in over here. He attacks from the outside, and guess what happens? He gets a stick to the dome too. From the guy's like, hey, don't be hitting him. He's already down.
So the first stick broke on dude's forehead, didn't it? Look, it's broken. He
That's
broke
true.
it on dude's forehead.
Wow.
Rough.
That's
Man.
amazing.
I wouldn't want to be in that bar.
I've had a pull cue broken my head before, and it's not pleasant. Let's say that.
Oh,
Sorry. Please tell me more about this story, Travis.
I'm gonna
it's a
check that.
long story. It was
Cliff notes.
just
me
cut
and
to the
my-
part where you got a pool cue broken on your face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of my old best friends did it. Actually, it was on my head, about right
I don't
here.
want to hear it. It's okay. I'll
But it was
expect
at
a fight.
It was at a pool hall, and he was leaving
I was at a Taco Bell.
And he took off with my brother's shit, and I'm like, yeah, what? So I followed him outside, and then we got into a fight, and of course he hit me over the head with a. Funny enough, it was a Hubler pole cue, so he lost out. He lost like $2,000. Good on you.
Wow.
Okay.
So wait, did he hit it over the top of your head or on your face?
On the back of my head.
Wow.
And actually, I cracked my head open, and I was bleeding and shit. So
It's
You
just
knocked
never
out?
the same again.
no, it didn't knock me out.
Okay.
And he hit me pretty hard. This
Hard enough
guy
to break
must have
it.
been drunk. Yeah, it broke.
Adam says, talking about the intelligence of the boxing chess, he says, good point, but all my chess club friends back in middle school only consisted of people who had good grades. Well, it's
Hey,
always
Again, you're assuming that those two boxers were in the chess club. Come on. Just because you play chess doesn't mean anything. I was in the chess club too, by the way. All right. And I agree. The people who were in chess club tended to have good grades and were good at chess. But you're making a lot of assumptions, Adam.
People
all right?
play chess in prison to burn time.
and we all know people in jail are dumb, right, Travis?
No, but I'm saying if you want to make assumptions, make some.
No.
No, I know.
You know what happens when you make assumptions, right?
You make an ass out of you and me.
There you
Wow.
go, Blabs. Way to go. I love it.
I wasn't gonna finish it because it's almost cliche now, but
Love
I
it.
help.
Duty came in, says, does the Beat Your Demons shirt have a Phil head on Phil head back incident edition? If so, put me down for $110. iTunes bucks. Adam is a real boyfriend. No. There's no
Shucks.
references to Bill at all, to Phil or Bill.
no, it
Bill?
has nothing to do with Phil at all. Nothing. I
Oh.
swear. It's
Did
totally
you guys put
just
the date on it on the back or no?
completely
No?
no, it's standalone completely. It has nothing to do with him at all. Zero.
Mm-mm. It's all about beating your demons. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
just
a
beat your
personal statement.
demons.
Mhm.
Fuck the demons. Beat them. Conquer
That's
those bitches.
That's
all
right.
right?
Yeah.
And make sure the camera's off.
All right, let's go to our final story of the day. Our marquee thumbnail story of the day, just in time for this. Adam, I know you are chomping at the bit to talk about this. My God, because finally, the world is right. Where Good Burger 2 is happening, and Keenan and Kel are back to be a part of it.
What? Why am I chomping at the bits? What?
You have no
You're a
interest in
horse,
this story.
apparently.
I know you have no interest in the story. I know you don't, but I thought this would be fun to talk about in a larger conversation.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take yada?
Nailed
Isn't
it.
that kind of how it went? Something
No,
like that.
That's extremely stereotypical, and I take offense.
I'm
to that.
literally
Right.
quoting it.
It's
Mm-mm.
racist.
You offended Styling Crag.
So unbelievably racist. Good
Oh
lord.
my god.
Hey, speaking of racist,
How is that racist? What the
it's
fuck?
not. There's nothing
You-
racist about it at all. There's nothing.
He's black.
Zero.
Adam.
Yeah.
Oh.
He identifies as a black man, okay?
And I enjoyed his character. I actually looked up to him. I was like, that's a funny character. He's doing it well. Guess what? You don't have to be the same skin color to actually like appreciate someone's character on a movie or a TV show, despite what these fucking racists say.
Yes, I tend to agree. 100%. No, Adam, it wasn't racist. We were just joking. I'm just letting you know we were just joking. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Adam says, sorry to say, but I'm proud of being made a jackass out of. Good stuff.
I like
Adam.
this Adam guy.
Adam's
I
awesome,
like this,
man.
I like
like
this
his
guy.
name too.
Hey, you gotta own your shit.
That's
You
right.
gotta beat your demons, you know? It's just be accountable for your actions and then the rest will fucking fall in line.
Well, I didn't know this. Hal says Good Burger already had a sequel across the street. It was called Mondo Burger. It failed before the first one ended. Is that a joke, or was there actually a prequel called Mondo Burger?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Shut up.
And I
That's
saw
crazy.
Good Burger in the theater. I know. Somebody else paid for it.
Give Adam DSP's bison hat. Did you see
I don't
that
even
clip?
know. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if I want to know.
You don't want to know what it means.
I don't want to know what that means. I'm good.
There's a clip from Twitter that was from our
No, I'm
post
good.
show.
I don't wanna
You
know.
need to see it. You need to see it because it's going to be memed out.
It's enlightening.
Yes, it's amazing. Anyway,
It's
so
part of the lore, Adam.
okay, it was okay. It was.
I don't want to know more lore. I'm good. Is it our lore?
It's
or is
our
it his
lore.
Is it his lore?
No, it's our lore now. It is, and you'll see. We'll show
But
you.
it's his hat. I don't.
But it's our lore. It's
Look,
fine. Adam,
guys,
it's okay.
I've
It's
had
fine.
too much of
It's
this
fine.
guy already. All right.
No,
in the
Adam,
2 days
You're
that I
not
had
listening.
to like.
It's not about him.
I'm getting ready to leave.
It's about Blabs.
Choose your next words very carefully, Craig.
C'est moi.
It's about Blabs. It has nothing to do with him.
And what's Blabs doing?
Nothing. And
Staring
that's
into
the
the
point.
abyss.
Like, we'll need to show you later.
And what is happening on the screen?
It does. Listen,
Is he in the video?
Yes, but it's
I'm
all
not
about
interested.
Blabs.
I don't care. Don't play that shit. I will leave.
Adam
I'm done.
has PTSD.
You have no idea, Blabs.
I don't blame you, Adam, at all.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, so Good Burger is coming back. They announced the sequel to it. What a good transition, huh? I'm a good host.
We went from Good Burger to
To lore.
everywhere, apparently.
All right. So
PTSD. That's fucking good. Oh, nice, Muta. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
That made me laugh.
All right, so the official logline for the movie is Dexter Reed is down on his luck after another one of his failed inventions. Ed welcomes Dex back to Good Burger with open arms and gives him his old job back. With the new crew working at Good Burger, Dex devises a plan to get him back on his feet, but unfortunately, fate puts the fate of Good Burger at risk once again.
I'll say this. It'll be nice to see the other actor, as he hasn't really done much since then. I forget which was which. But the one guy went on SNL and stuff, so he's been working pretty prevalently. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the other
like
guy I
him
haven't
too.
seen, so it'll be nice to see
cool.
him.
He's funny.
Yeah, Kenan Thompson he's like a Saturday Night Live all-star. He's been on the show for 15 years now.
Yeah,
It seems
long
like forever,
time.
man. Yeah,
He
really
really does add to SNL, which I haven't watched because it's been absolutely trash since like the early 2000s. But
Yeah, he was the best character on All That back in the day, if you guys remember that show.
all that. Yeah, on the Nickelodeon show. I think the big thing is like Good Burger. I go back to these. So we're gonna have a larger conversation about like the reboots and such attached to this, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, who is this for? Is it for the 40-year-old guy with two kids like me, or is it for kids of today? Because surely
That's
kids
a
of
good
today
question.
don't have any interest in watching 40-year-old Ed working at Good Burger.
I have a theory that it's more for the parents to be able to take their kids to it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But
Duty, I'm just gonna put that out there and let you guys read that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Duty. Appreciate that. And everyone's read it. All right, thank you so much, Duty. And then Adam says, "Is this new lore for side scrollers compendium? That my fellow Adam has PTSD." Yes, appreciate that, guys, for sure. All right,
yeah,
for sure. So this kind of a few years ago on Jimmy Fallon, and we may get flagged for this, but I'm only going to play a couple seconds of this. I went back and watched this clip where they did a Good Burger sketch on Jimmy Fallon, and I just want to watch about 10 seconds of this. And the thing I want you to listen to in particular on this is how fake this is, how fake the sound is from the crowd, the cheering, and just how artificial this is. So just take a look. This is like a dream sequence.
Is it those old laugh tracks from like Family Matters and stuff? And
yeah, so you be the judge here. Just pay attention and listen in particular about how they literally fade up the laugh track as they go into the sketch. Pay attention. So they have that, and then they go into this this sketch, and listen how fake the laughter is. It's insane.
Excuse me, young man. I would like some more mustard.
Mustard. Oh, here you go.
No.
Nobody laughs like that. Nobody will laugh like that ever.
it actually sounds a lot like the old Saved by the Bell laugh track, is what it sounds like to me.
100%. 100%. So this is obviously a pre-recorded sketch during his live show that they just aired on TV that they then popped in all the laugh track side of it. And I don't know, while I was watching this, I was like, my God, like these people who make these shows, they think we're idiots. They think we're absolute buffoons if they got to put in a laugh track that is that ridiculously bad where you go, oh, I think I'm supposed to laugh right now. You know,
Well, and if it's not good enough to have a live audience and get that laughter, then it's not good enough to be made, in my opinion.
So you're telling me
how did Jimmy Fallon like even get that job?
dude,
Like the dude, what has he done that's
He's
actually
terrible.
funny?
He's not funny to me.
No, he's
No.
not. He's kind of like he's like the
He's kind of a
the
slave.
comedian NPC.
right?
That's
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you're actually not that funny though, and anything that may or may not be funny that you said was written by someone else.
I
Oof.
think what they were thinking was he had a track record on Saturday Night Live, and
He was
in
on
a couple-
SNL. I don't even remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He did the nightly news at one point, didn't he, or something like that?
Did he?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Probably
he
written
did
by
the
other
news
people.
desk. Yeah.
Yeah, but he is, I don't know, man. The fact that he's been on late night for so long, and the fact that they just continuously dump millions and millions and millions of dollars into the late night stuff is just insane. Whether it's Colbert, whether it's Fallon,
God,
whether it's Kimmel.
Colbert is horrible too, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
I think he's actually the worst, Steven.
Colbert.
The only
He
one,
was.
the only one that I loved was
No.
Conan O'Brien. He was great to me.
I like
Yeah.
the Scottish
Conan
guy.
is awesome.
What was his name?
Oh,
That's
Oh,
really
Craig
tall
Kilborn?
dude.
Craig
That's it.
Ferguson.
Yeah,
Oh,
Craig Ferguson. I liked him. He was cool.
Why did I say Kilborn?
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
another comedian though, right? I think.
Yeah. Kilborn was Kilborn's the guy who plays like the bad guy in all the movies. I think he was in God. He was one movie in particular. He was like what?
Yeah, he did have a nighttime show at one point.
Yeah,
too,
Craig
didn't he?
Kilborn did. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean,
Adam-
even Leno was kind of like cringe sometimes, but he actually still had some like comedic, like his conversations were still he still had some wit to him, and Letterman was way better.
Yeah,
I think,
Letterman was
those
great.
guys.
To me, I think the best one, even though he's not in the USA, would be Graham Norton. At one point, he was really, really funny with his guests.
Yeah,
He's-
I like
don't know
his
who
show.
that is.
It's a Graham Norton show. Yeah, he had like a lot of guests on. I haven't watched it since like COVID because then it went like really stupid and everything. But
He's
Yeah.
the
yeah, I
U-
used to watch it.
the gay UK guy who
Yeah,
has
he's
them drink.
Irish. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Ireland.
No idea.
Yeah,
Gets them drunk first and then lets them
I,
go.
yeah, I
Yeah, they
guar-
all
I
get really
guarantee-
drunk on his show.
Yeah, Adam, I guarantee you've probably seen a clip. You just didn't know it for sure.
Yeah. probably.
As Adam says, to be fair, most late night hosts aren't really that funny or interesting, right?
Anymore.
They're just kind of dudes. They're just kind of
Nick
dudes.
Rekieta, the
yes.
best late night host there is. I don't know if you've seen his show, but he's
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
it's great. Carrie, thank you so much for coming in as a brand new member over on YouTube. That's awesome. That is great. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I would love to have Rekieta on side scrollers one day, man. He'd be an interesting conversation.
He's a
for sure.
gamer. He's a gamer.
Let's get him on, man. Talk
Not the
about what he's
best.
playing.
There was a good point in the comics. Somebody said most late night shows and comedians in general are not that good anymore. And I think
That's
So,
what
Yeah,
I mean.
they have a
gotta be so
point.
PC and everything.
yeah.
I gotta be woke. There's nothing to joke about once you actually have to be like a straight line. You know, you
Yeah.
can't say anything.
And
You
they're
know-
cringe ass freaking
Oh
propaganda
yeah.
for
Mhm,
a certain pharmaceutical company.
it's disgusting.
Man, I couldn't believe that. I could not believe
I couldn't either. Well, no, I can. I could.
It's
I-
just
it was
so
not
blatant.
surprising.
I was not shocked when I saw that video, but it was really, really cringy.
I mean, Fallon and Colbert both were doing these the cringiest
wasn't James
shit.
Corden doing it too?
Oh, don't even get me started on that
I
fucking
hate that,
asshole.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
only
like
good in
that.
Doctor Who. The rest of the time, like, just leave.
I didn't even know he was in Doctor Who. I've
He
actually
was in
only
2
seen.
episodes of Doctor Who, and he was actually phenomenal. Like everyone says, like he was really great. Even Gary from Nerdrotics was like, yeah, he was awesome in that show.
Oof.
Like those 2 episodes he was in, and then like the rest of the time, he's just.
What
a
did he
piece
just
of
get
shit.
murked or something? Like, yeah,
No, he was
anyone
like
could do
he
that
was
well.
just kind of he was just like He was a guest on the show for like 2 episodes. He played this character that came in like from season 5 with Matt Smith, and then again.
We
in
don't need to
season
know
6 with Matt
more.
Smith.
Think
I'm just
so.
saying, yeah, he was really great
Yeah.
in it. And he was
I
kind
don't
of just
actually
guest.
really want to know.
Okay, Adam, fine, be that way.
Yeah, thanks.
Even Carpool Karaoke, which is his big hit.
Yeah, that was his big thing. Yeah.
He actually stole
Yeah.
that from YouTube. He stole that from YouTubers, and I know
Not
that because
surprised.
I watched it on YouTube before he started doing it.
Yeah. Well, the one with Sia, I mean, Sia's she's fucking incredible. I mean, one of the best singers out there. I don't know if you guys like Sia, but
Yeah,
she's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
There was the controversy attached to the carpool karaoke thing where a few years ago they got stopped because they weren't really driving. They were getting pulled. Did you guys ever see that?
You know what? I think that has to do with licensing. Like certain places where they're driving probably told them you can't do this, and so they had to be pulled. Would be my
Maybe
guess.
they don't have driver's licenses and they're
Who
pretending to
stopped them
drive.
though? What do you mean they got stopped?
They
By
got
cops?
pictured, like paparazzi pictured them.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so they went in and
funny.
yeah, they were filming it and it got popped right here, and it's like they were just being pulled around on a trailer.
Blabs has a point. Maybe he doesn't have a driver's license for the United States.
He does.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm in Europe and I need to get a license here, but
Well,
my
in
license
the
is
UK,
still
they drive on
valid.
the other side of the road. So actually, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have some type of thing saying that you went through the course again because it is
Provisional
different.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I drove around in South Africa and they're the same.
They let me drive in Ireland without anything. I just rented a car and went.
But either way, like the point is that, at least the point is to me, is that it's all fake. Everything you're watching is fake. The carpool karaoke, it's fake.
What about this show, Craig? You said
This
everything
show?
you're watching is fake.
Everything.
This is fake.
Well,
Where does arm go?
but we know it. We're admitting, and someone designed that for you. And by the way, where's the cockpit? All right, come on, guys.
Blab wants more cock.
What? That's not what I said, Blab.
That is exactly
Jeez.
what you said.
I actually
a cockpit, like a freaking F-15 fighter. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
you guys are sick and demented, both you down there.
I actually have
Look at Craig.
Wow.
pictures that I'm gonna
confused.
put up on the wall and probably remove this. So
Holy shit! Dirty minds.
Toxic Dubs is right. Norm Macdonald never stopped being funny. My
Norm
God.
Macdonald, a fucking goat.
Legend,
Rest in
dude.
peace, dude. That was a shame, man. That
he
guy
was still
amazing.
killing it, even like up until his last days. Too.
Yeah, every time he opened his mouth, shit was funny, dude. You never knew. And with the driest humor possible, and it just freaking landed. I miss that guy.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised that you have not seen. I mentioned Jim Brewer, and you didn't know who Jim Brewer was.
Yeah,
Adam.
I did.
Did you? Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
somebody else talking to somebody that was on the show, but Jim Brewer is amazing, man. Jim Brewer.
Yeah,
I
Jim
don't know who
Brewer's
that is.
hilarious.
That might be me, maybe.
Okay, maybe
He's based as shit.
Yeah, he is. He's
Holy
great.
crap!
I would love to have Jim Brewer on our show.
Jim Brewer. If you happen to be watching our show, I would love for you to come on our show. You're fucking great.
God, that'd be great. Adam says, "How do y'all feel about Bob Saget? He was awesome, great."
I don't know too much about his comedy. I've seen a couple of his things, and it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty
I
funny.
don't know.
He always had very dirty comedy, which I loved because he played America's dad. So it was just this dichotomy between his online TV thing and then his comedy, which was great to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says more about the role that he took as Danny Tanner, or the idea that his comedy is like really shocking. Like he'd come on stage and be like, "So I shit in the mouth of this hooker last night."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm sorry, what, Danny Tanner?
And it's America's dad. You know what I mean? That's why I loved it. But yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Hal said, watching Colbert or Fallon is like doom scrolling on Facebook. It's basically putting your brain into a blender as you're fed PSAs from the powers that be.
There's money in it though. That's the crazy part. People love the doom and gloom and are addicted to it. I know some YouTubers that capitalize on doom and gloom. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's not my energy, dude.
Yeah, look, yesterday we had a little bit of it, and look what it did.
Yeah,
I know.
fuck that.
Talking about a dog and it just destroyed the show.
That's my energy. Fuck that.
Adam came in and says, I was always a fan of George Carlin. Adam, thanks so much for your super chats today, man.
Yeah, Adam, thank you.
Amazing.
I wasn't allowed to watch George Carlin when I was younger. Isn't that funny? My parents and my grandparents like, no, and even at like
I don't
14.
know what that is.
Really?
George
Yeah.
Carlin?
People say that, whenever I've shared his clips often over the past couple years because he's said a lot of amazing things that ring true even more today than ever before, and it's shocking how accurate some of the things that he said ring true. And these online people will be like, "Oh, you know that he was a Democrat, though, right? You know that he's talking about the other side." I'm like, everything he said is true right now. I mean, I don't care who you think George Carlin was. That shit is truth right there.
He was
fiery truth.
George Carlin, Blabs, was a comedian who also did social commentary, and he was exceptional at bringing. Listen, I'm telling you, he is. Some people consider him like a goat, like one of like a Mount Rushmore of comedians.
He definitely looks familiar.
Yeah,
Duty Streams just said Carlin funny, Robin Williams not. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
Robin Williams is the best.
Robin Williams was pretty outstanding.
Dude, Robin Williams is hilarious. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
Blabs, if you ever heard from the 90s, the comedian who cursed a lot, that was Carlin.
80s and 90s, yep.
Oh, that reminds me of what's his name? Eddie Murphy. Raw.
Yeah.
Leather suits.
A lot.
I'll tell you
back
this right
when he
now.
was actually doing coke and was hilarious.
He had to be hot in them pants
before
on that
the kids.
stage.
Now everything he does for the kids, but dude's funny.
Yeah, he has definitely transformed his career. But if you go back and you watch that stand-up from whenever it was 1981 and the things that he says, I am shocked that that's on Netflix, that Netflix would allow it, because he drops all sorts of words that you cannot say today.
I'm surprised
it depends on what color your skin is.
True.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of that, yeah, for sure.
Little truth sprinkled on top of that right there.
That's what you get on side scrolls. Just a little bit of sprinkles of truth everywhere, every day. So anyways, Good Burger 2 has been announced.
We strayed.
I always love just circling back, which is great. I do have a list of the, according to Collider, the 30 worst remakes in Hollywood history. Would you like to kind of take a look at their list really quick, or should we save that for the post show?
Save it for the post show.
Metastep says Richard Pryor was hilarious. Yeah, Richard Pryor was hilarious too.
Oh,
he was a good actor too.
Yes. You're right. Richard Pryor, he was in what was it? It was called the Toy. And we talked about that. We did that.
Can't make that anymore.
Yeah, that's it. We did a segment about how you can't make certain movies, and The Toy was one of them, where a black guy was hired to be essentially a toy by a wealthy white man for his young white son.
Which Superman movie was he in as well?
3.
I think he made that one, to be honest. His character really made that movie good, I thought, but that was me.
Yeah, it was. Man, I'll tell you what. There have been a lot of. I think the one thing about comedy that makes it so good is comedy is relatable, and oftentimes comedy is truth. There's jokes attached to. There's little things about life that are really funny when you just think about it, and that's what really good comedians, they're able to pull jokes out of life. At least that's what I appreciate about good stand-ups. I'm not a huge Carrot Top guy where it's all like props and stuff. There's a time and place for that, but I think the best comedians are situational comedians for sure. So
speaking of, did any of you guys find Carrot Top funny ever? I didn't. I thought it was horrible.
I've seen some things from Carrot Top that made me chuckle. Like that was clever,
right?
But I've never laughed. You know what I mean? He never had me rolling.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Metastep came in with the $2 super chat. Says Richard Pryor was hilarious. Rip. And the Shin Black.
I just read that one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And then the Shin Black gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. That is excellent. Duty Streams coming in. He says Robin Williams, not funny stand-up. Mount Rushmore, Chappelle, Pryor, Carlin, Murphy. Also not funny. Steve Martin, funny. Dana Carvey, mic drop.
You're entitled to your opinion, Duty.
Duty.
Chappelle is absolutely the GOAT. That dude is hilarious.
And you're not going to talk about it with me. Entitled to it. I said he's entitled to his opinion, and he's not going to talk about it with me.
Right. I think Steve Martin is really funny in his own way. Steve Martin's comedy is it's kind of slapstick, but when he is partnered with God, who's his partner in crime? He did a show on Netflix.
No, not Steve Martin.
He played Ed Grimley on the
what the fuck is his name?
Right. But his partner, and the chat's gonna know. But
Martin Short. Yeah, thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat. Yes, Martin Short, and when they're together and they're like singing and doing their dance routines and stuff, they're really funny. Really,
yeah, they're funny together.
If you Google his name, the first picture that comes up or the third picture that comes up is him with Martin Short. Isn't that funny? So apparently they're, it's thought of that way as well.
100%. They have a stand-up special on Netflix that was released, I don't know, 2018, 2019, where they're singing and dancing, and the entire thing is so backhanded compliments at each other. They're like an old married couple where they're just talking shit about each other the entire time. It's so freaking funny.
Didn't
it's really good.
He do the Pink Panther movie though?
Steve Martin,
yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, he just made it really stupid.
Right, it's kind of that slapstick dumb humor, right? Carlin will always be Rufus, says Blake. Thank you so much. And you're right. Rufus from Bill and Ted's. You don't understand that reference, Blabs, but Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's awesome.
Rufus. Well, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I haven't seen the new one. I need to watch that. Have you seen the new one?
It's okay. It's okay. Face the Music. It's okay. It was like I didn't feel like it was an injustice.
I did watch the new one now. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It's better than what you can hope for nowadays, hey?
Right. It was like, oh, okay. They incorporated their daughters into it, and it was like a family affair, but it wasn't like, Do
you guys think the daughters were good characters for their children?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was fine. Like I said, I don't. They were less than memorable, but it's just kind of one of those things. Sophie says Rodney Dangerfield, Sam Kinison, and Bobcat Goldthwait. Goldthwait.
I forgot about Bobcat. Damn, that's a throwback.
But man, I loved Bobcat Gold. You know who Bobcat Goldthwait is?
No.
He was in the Police Academy movies. He was kind of like the spaz, the guy who just kind of freak out of nowhere, and that was his whole thing in the police.
If you heard his voice, you'd know who it is.
Yeah. I think I could picture it. Yeah, I like the Police Academy movies. They're funny.
He's the one that always talk like that, or something. He had that strange voice.
He sounded like
that's interesting.
Sounded like what Travis just did. You nailed it. If we can get a full Bobcat Goldthwait stand up from you,
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. Adam says, "How about Seinfeld? I wasn't a fan of his, to be honest."
Really?
Have you seen his stand up?
Have you seen his stand up though? Not his show.
Yeah,
the show was garbage for me, but the stand up's great.
That's crazy. The show is awesome. The differences of opinion, I guess, but the stand up his stand up's funny. He's a funny guy.
I don't like Friends too. So
he has the show. Yeah, well, Friends was mediocre. But his show, Drink Coffee with
and Comedians in Cars with Coffee.
Comedians in Cars drinking coffee or some shit. Like that was entertaining. Like you can see he's got wit. He's naturally funny. I like Seinfeld.
I liked Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Great show. Yeah. Fantastic show.
Freaking
still
funny.
going. They're still going.
I didn't know it was still going.
Yeah, they're going live. They go around the country doing the show live. They're not on TV anymore, but
that might be worth looking up where they're at to go see.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Definitely.
I appreciate anybody who has that much wit from an improv perspective that they can just route. I mean, that is a talent, man. That is an incredible talent.
They seriously incredibly talented to do that.
Adam says his stand-up wasn't my style, honestly. Listen, like I said, to each their own. Izzy says Eric Andre show is my type of Tonight Show.
I think they're a little too far out there for a regular night TV show. I think, but
yeah, very bizarre, and I enjoy bizarre humor for sure. It's anytime there's awkward looks or there's an entire comedy troupe that's built their entire brand. I think of have you seen the mockumentary Almighty Wind? It's about the dog shows, and it has the same recurring characters and all these like
the Best in Show.
Yeah, it's Best in Show.
Isn't that the name of the show? Name of the movie? Best in Show.
Yes, that's right. There's a Best in Show, and then there's Almighty Wind.
Almighty Wind is the name of their group, though. The franchise.
Oh, yes.
Or is that actually another movie?
I think you're right. I think it is Almighty Wind. But
yeah, Best in Show. What is the other ones? That movie was fantastic, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but I'm actually gonna put it on my list.
That one's so good. Oh my goodness, what a good! And it's funny enough, my grandma went to dog shows. She had Shar-Peis, and I don't think they ever won, but they did pretty good. And so I would be at dog shows as a kid, and I remember, dude, that shit. Those people are kooky like that. It's funny. So that one, Impractical Jokers are hilarious. I've actually seen them live. I was sitting at a park in Washington Square Park in New York, and I saw them pranking each other. They were like pretty close to me. I'm like, I know that voice, and I look over, and they're you see them like whispering and live, dude. They were laughing their asses off.
That's cool.
Thought they were funny.
What a fun existence, just sitting around laughing at each other, coming up with creative ideas to. Yeah, I saw one the other day.
Say this crazy shit and be super uncomfortable.
Yeah, whoever greenlit that show, they had some balls.
Oh yeah,
good. I was watching one where they were at a bar or something, and one of the guys had to distract a couple so the other guy could come in and take a sip out of the other people's drinks. Like it's like
no. Well, and especially with date rape shit, everybody's watching out for shit like that.
We're on YouTube. You can't say the R word, Trav.
Oh, sorry.
Hal came into the 100 bit, says, if Dana Carvey's the GOAT, why isn't Master of Disguise good? Oh man, yeah, that was a rough.
Is Dana Carvey the GOAT though? Did anyone say that?
I don't think so. But
I like Dana Carvey. Don't get me wrong, but
he had a
certainly no GOAT. He's not a GOAT.
Speaking of Dana Carvey, there was the Mike Myers Netflix special that came out in the last 2 years. That was all about the Illuminati. And
what?
Oh yeah,
I might be interested to watch.
Mike Myers did a Illuminati documentary or some shit.
No, it wasn't a documentary. It was a mini series. It was a comedic mini series. It was very Austin Powers, where he plays like 5 characters in it. And I think it's actually called like the Illuminati or something along those lines. It's on Netflix, and it's not great, but it's like, okay, I could see that he was enjoying it, so I got to enjoy it. Enjoy
called the Pentaverate.
Yes, the Pentaverate. I think that's one of the reasons why it failed. Probably was because the name was horrible.
That how do you even tell somebody, hey, go watch this? It's called the Pentaverate. Remember it.
Right. Hal says Bill Burr will be considered a comedy GOAT someday. I think Bill Burr's pretty funny for sure.
Bill Burr's hilarious, dude. Every time I watch Bill Burr, I'm laughing.
Captain Philly says, if we're going to talk about Bobcat, it's only fair we talk about the immortal Gilbert Gottfried. Rest his soul.
Gilbert Gottfried. Dude, that guy, straight to the end, was spicy dude. Love that guy.
Yeah, he was one of them people who just worked and worked,
And probably just loved it.
Kept going all the way to the end, It didn't die like Mitch Hedberg. You guys know who Mitch Hedberg is?
Sounds familiar.
So he was a comedy guy from the 90s who was really into the hard stuff. And I was listening to a story actually by a guy on the radio who went and saw him in the 90s. And he would do 3 shows. He would do like one at 2, one at 5, then one at like 8 at a comedy club. And the first show was pretty okay. It's like he was getting warmed up. And in between shows, he would do a little something. And then like the 5 o'clock show was like spectacular and he was hitting on all cylinders. And then by the 8 o'clock show, he was like literally laying on the ground because he was so gone from all the drugs and shit in his system for the day.
Was he the one who his mom like started a charity after he passed away? Because there's a comedian who sounds a lot like who you're describing, whose mom after they died started a nonprofit about it.
I don't know, but he was into the heroin, the whole thing, man. The Shin Black says Colbert going from the Daily Show to late night talk show really exposed him. that he was carried by the Comedy Central workers at the time, writers at the time.
There's a reason a lot of them went on to become famous afterwards.
Guns Down in Hail came in and says Conan was the last good late night show. Adam came back and says, you know what angers me? Stuff like America's Got Talent and any reality, talent shows. You can clearly tell it's fake and scripted at some points. 100%. It's all fake. It's all fake, Adam. Jocko says, who else remembers the Jerky Boys? Good old school prank calling entertainment. Oh man, I remember those guys. You get a cassette tape and you listen to those guys and they'd be doing prank calls. Remember prank calls before you knew everybody's number when they were calling?
You had caller ID.
Right. And Adam wants to know, how about Adam Sandler?
I like Adam Sandler. He's all right. The Wedding Singer, I think, was a really fun movie.
I can't picture any stand-up from him. And with movies, you don't know who wrote the stuff.
True.
Yeah, he's hit or miss for me.
He carried the comedy well that was written
Grown
for
Ups,
him
love
to
that
do.
one. But I don't know again who wrote it. Yeah.
His album was it's not hilarious, but it was entertaining.
He did the Hanukkah song, which was
oh yeah, and the Thanksgiving song.
What's the one where he played the demon, son of the devil?
Oh, Little Nicky.
Yeah, that movie was good. That's about the best one from him for me.
Never seen
really?
it. No.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Not one of my favorites. I think Adam Sandler for me, it's Wedding Singer, it's Grown Ups. Like the Grown Ups movies, they're on all the time, and that's a movie that me and my wife were like, okay, Grown Ups. It's something we just pop on and laugh at, and it's become comfort food for us.
It's because you're a grown up now.
It's just like easy to watch, and there's some relatability to it for sure.
I knew it.
I think that's one of the things that Adam Sandler has done really well throughout his career is, when he was younger, he started off as this like goofy kid making silly faces and stuff, and he still busts that out every once in a while. He made a movie called Hubie Halloween a couple Halloweens ago for Netflix, and that was very, very like Adam Sandler. It was like the most Adam Sandler movie you could see.
The Water Boy for me was quintessential. I can't talk. Sorry, it's really Adam Sandler for me. That's like quintessential Adam Sandler.
And Adam points out Uncut Gems was one of his best works. Right.
I haven't seen it yet. I got to see that movie. It's supposed to be really good.
So, not to bring it back to basketball, but I'm going to bring it back to basketball.
Oh, God, of course.
Listen,
of course.
No. If you have not seen Hustle is one of the best sports movies to come out in the last decade.
And is Adam Sandler in it?
Adam Sandler it's a dramatic movie. It's a drama, and they nail it. It is such a good watch. And I think that's one of the things about Adam Sandler that I appreciate is that he can play these goofy roles, but also, do Uncut Gems and do Hustle. And he's passionate about these things. And he was really smart in that he invested in himself after his first two big hits and created a studio. And essentially takes, his movies consist of vacations with his friends, all his buddies from Saturday Night Live. And it's crazy
that's just good business. If you can increase the profit margin of what you get out of the film because you put the money forward and it's going to be a hit, do it to it. Make that money.
Chris Farley, dude, he's another one of those that I grew up watching. And that guy was always on coke, but hilarious, loved his stuff.
The physical comedy nature, like you could never. I love guys getting hit in the balls. I love guys falling through tables. I love.
Not the biggest fan, but
like that's what Chris Farley did exceptionally well, though. Was he's always like moving around like this and being big and falling through tables and messing up his hair and being silly fat guy.
Yeah,
it's strange that I didn't like his comedy, but I loved his movies.
Yeah, he was one of the best physical comedians like in history. He was ridiculous. Speaking of, Hal says Sandler recently did a stand-up tour at the end, which he sang tribute to Chris Farley.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Very, very cool.
Waterboy, I was meant to mention that one. I love that one.
I'll say this about Farley dying: had Farley not passed on, Kevin James would not have had the career that he had, because Kevin James fit into the Chris Farley role in all the Adam Sandler movies, like perfectly. And like there's some jokes like in Step Brothers. Like I don't think it's very obvious that like Kevin James is a little overweight. I would call him tubby, right? He's just like a big dude. He's got a little extra hoof step, but in the movies they make him seem like he was like overweight like Chris Farley. And I don't think that's necessarily fair to him. I think he's and then he did on the Kevin James thing, he did a movie called Here Comes the Boom, where he was a school teacher turned MMA fighter, where he tried to fight to raise money for his school's band. And it's like, it was a cute little movie, but he's like totally jacked, like about as jacked as you can be for Kevin James. But I don't know, it's just interesting to think of the spider web attached to the Adam Sandler, the group that he associates himself with. So I could talk about this all day.
I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin James.
Yeah, he's all right.
I don't think he's that funny.
I liked him in King of Queens. That's the same guy, right?
Yeah.
That I liked him in that show, but his movies have been like a real big miss for me.
Adam came and says, "Oh, I forgot about my hero comedians. Now hear me out on this. Mel Brooks. You don't need
Mel
to
Brooks,
love Mel
amazing,
Brooks.
hilarious.
Robin
dude.
Hood Men in Tights is one of my favorite movies
Super
ever.
based.
Yeah.
We're manly men. Love it.
We're men in tights. I couldn't help it. Sorry.
Phil says, I despise the fact that none of you said Mr. Deeds or Big Daddy were your go-to Sandler films. Oh, great
Sir
film,
Deeds, great movie.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's a good one.
Oh, Big
too.
Daddy. Yeah, I remember that movie too. That's good.
They're all very, very good.
Love
It's
the
all-
Hooters jokes. Sorry.
He's got a lot of a lot of good classics.
He does. And I'll tell you, it's interesting how, we went down this rabbit hole of comedians, and it's obvious that you guys the G2s are very into this conversation as well, because you guys have been very interactive with it, which is fun. Hal says, on the other hand, Farley's health would have deteriorated similar to John Goodman's, and he wouldn't have been able to handle Kevin James roles. True. Yeah, he definitely would have needed to clean up and lose some weight, but never had the opportunity.
Yeah,
Have you guys heard
died in
about
Chicago.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, yeah, he was died in Chicago. He was living in Chicago at the time.
Did you have you guys heard let's say we'll hold on to this for the post show. There's a thing about people dying at the age of 27. Have you guys heard about this before?
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
a lot
Of
of
course.
them have.
Okay.
Brittany Murphy, Heath Ledger, just off
Well, he
the
said
top
we're
of my
gonna
head.
wait. We're gonna wait for that conversation, I believe.
Yes, we're gonna hold on to that for
Trav's
the
like,
post show.
I know all the stuff.
I know all of it. I know.
It's just they're easy to name because there's been so many of them. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll get into that in just a second. But hey, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. Greatly appreciate you guys popping in. Once again, my let's see,
Oh, Jim Carrey. He's another one that
has not died at 27.
No, he hasn't died. But
He's
I'm
saying-
talking with comedians. I haven't moved on to the next conversation yet. All right, you said you wanted to wait. I'm talking about comedians that are. We were talking about comedians for the past 20 minutes. So
we can keep going. Do you guys want to keep going?
I'm
Okay.
done now.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's get out of here. With that said, thank you guys very much for tuning in today. We will see you guys over at patreon.com/SideScrollers. You guys can join the 225 patrons over there. Will you be 226? You can join the push over there. It is live right now, waiting for you. So after we finish up here, you can join us right over there. Appreciate you guys popping in. Adam, thank you so much for the ridiculous support, and everybody who came in, whether you guys tuned in, thumbed up, or super chatted along the way, or hooked us up with some bits or a Prime sub over on Twitch. We greatly appreciate that. Great job today, Babs. Great job,
Thanks.
Brad and Adams. Wonderful.
I feel like my name has been said so many times this episode. It's pretty cool. There was a lot of Adams.
Do you want me to chat him? Jeff?
Chatham it is.
No, it could be Adam. It's fine. But
I like
thank you.
Chatham, but
Thank you. Yeah, all right, sure.
Chat him.
We will get out of
Hey,
here.
tell me what you want. I don't care.
Twitch, we will see you guys later. Have an excellent day. YouTube will be joining the Twitch's fate momentarily. But remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal.
Go get it. Oh, sorry. I thought, were you?
You did a
You
great
ruined
job.
it, Chatham.
You did it great. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Twitch, see you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, I thought you cut Twitch already.
Well, I almost did. I wanted to make sure that they know that they can go get it. So that now
I like
they do.
it.
Get some. Yeah.
And YouTube, we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys again. Have a great day. We'll see you guys over on the post show. Bye-bye.
Beat your
Bye.
demons.
Awesome. All right.